Oh my god, this is so
Look at this
freaking
dash. Oh wow.
cool. I need a minute, guys.
There's an app?
It has Wi-Fi? What? Oh my god.
They lit up in sequence on the dash.
Uh-huh.
Dash says Jordan needs his special sock. KITT will display the track data on your mic lane monitors. Are you kidding me?
God. And the volume goes down and KITT scanner reflects it. Here's the disco.
Oh, disco mode! Ah, disco mode! Oh my god. Casey says that looks awesome. Oh my god, it syncs to the screen.
What is it, Michael?
God, it almost does feel alive. Oh my god, the startup sequence is so good.
You may call me God.
Oh my god. This, my friends, is the ultimate electronics kit, the ultimate mod. I think this might be just one of the coolest things that I've seen since doing modeling.
That's fantastic. Very exciting. This makes KITT worth it.
This makes KITT 100% worth it. Like, This is what he needs. I couldn't help myself but show that video one more time. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to A Line in the Stars. I'm Jordan. It's Thursday. It's night shift, and I get to say that for the first time in a year. It's actually been over a year since this model sat on this bench, and here we are to do a little bit of building. Wonderfest is behind us. As fun as it was, I am freaking tired. Jet lag sucks. You don't think it affects you too much, and you think when you're there, you'll be able to maintain time. All the lies that you tell yourself, right? These are all lies. I went right back to work the next day, and I'm tired, but here we are. I get to build KITT, and before we get started, I'll kind of preface a little bit about why I'm able to build KITT, why I haven't been able to build KITT for a little while, and then kind of kick myself for being a little dumb because I probably could be caught up on this build, and I probably didn't need to wait as long. So we're going to get into building. I've got probably almost 30 stages to build. I'm planning on building 10. That can be a lot. We'll see if that's ambitious or not. 10 or 11 stages. I'd like to try to at least get through 39 or 40 today. I'm just excited. I don't know why my camera's not focusing. I apologize. My beautiful face. Echo, turn off compressor. Okay. Jesus. But yeah, so I don't know if that's too ambitious or what have you, but I do want to try to get that far in the build at least. And then a couple of things. We'll talk a little bit about some announcements, talk a little bit about Wonderfest. Not so much like, and I'm just by myself right now. I'm not sure if Todd's going to pop in. We'll see. Either way, like thankfully, I have Todd in the form of a website, which is pretty nice. I'm sure he'll be by, and if not, maybe Ken can pop in, something like that. I'll go ahead and take a look at chat here in a second. But a couple things have happened while I was gone. Got a big package in the mail, and I'm pretty excited about the contents of that package, and I'll show you guys here in just a couple minutes. But otherwise, everything's all kind of set up and ready to go. So let's go ahead and take a look at chat real fast. Let's go ahead and pop over here. Eric says, it sure is dark in here. I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that it's a night shift. Could be. Those aren't pillows. Yeah, Keith. Damn it, turn the lights on. Just need to know what my hand has touched. Yep. Hey, Dash. How you doing, Howard? Welcome. Ricardo. Thank you. Let's see here. Ken's here. Hey, Ken, welcome. People are saying hi to each other. Hey, Chase, welcome. People are saying hi. Trent's here. Hey, Trent, welcome. And everyone's saying hi to each other. So, the last time I did work on KITT officially, we were basically doing what I showed the clip of when I did the Ultimate Electronics Kit for KITT from Mike Lane. And I was able to basically rebuild the stock interior, the dashboard for KITT using the Mike Lane Ultimate Kit. Turned out really, really good. Got a lot of attention for that view or for that review that I did. Mike certainly loved it, created a whole super cut of it, which was really cool. After the VOD comes out, I'll go ahead and link both the trailer and the super cut of that if you guys are interested in watching. It was just once again back in October where Todd and I were going through and installing the ultimate mod for KITT. I see that Steven has stopped by. Hey, Steven, welcome. Awesome. Everyone's saying hi. Yeah, so basically that was the last time that I touched KITT. The last time that I actually touched, well, it's kind of a weird way of putting it, but the last time that I actually worked on KITT in the form of building stages was last May, not May 25, but May of 24. So without beating the horse, I'm not going to go too far into shipment stuff and fan home bitching and all that crap. But basically, I stopped receiving stages or packs. God, Cameron's is not happy with me right now. I apologize for that. I can't do anything about the focus of it, so we'll see. But I stopped receiving shipments at pack 6. So I did not receive packs 6 and 7. Hey, Ken.
Hey, Jordan.
So Ken's here. So awesome. Love it. Thank you so much for popping in.
No problem.
But so packs 6 and 7 I did not receive. That was back in June and July. And then in August of last year, I got an email stating that the parts are out of stock and I would not be receiving anything for a little while. And then in September, I paid for shipment 6 and 7 and then shipment 8. And so then I received shipment 8, but I never received shipment 6, which contains basically issues 20 through 27. And which is basically the entirety of the engine for KITT or the turbine. And I started receiving packs from 8 on. And I just recently ran into another distribution issue with KITT. And I'm sitting right around stage 60 when I stopped receiving parts, but I did just pay for a shipment. So I should have some more parts going forward. And they said in August, sometime June to August, they were saying that there's going to be much more parts for this build. Apparently, I just kind of started at a bad time for it. It's fine, whatever, no big deal. But what I've done is I've basically just waited. I thought that I couldn't really move forward with the build because I didn't have the engine. Okay, like the engine was only like 8 stages, no big deal, which really it's actually 10 stages. The issue right before the one we're going to be doing, and basically where we're going to start today in stage 29 is going the first part of it we're going to be skipping over because that's the part where we actually lower the engine into place. So I was talking with Todd and in consulting like with his website, and this is going to be mykittbuild.com that we're going to be following along with today. So in looking at the particular stages that we're at, basically I can just skip over, and at any point I can go ahead and drop the motor in to the car, and I can just continue to build it as far as all the way to the end of the build. So if I have to wait a long time for those parts, who cares? Doesn't really matter. And who's going to look inside the motor anyway? Like generally you might pop the hood every now and then, but I'm not like really going to go into crazy detail modifying the inside of here. So I'm not worried about it. And so that being said, I've got like close to 30 stages ready to build, and I want to build them. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and start with stage 29, but we'll also kind of give you an update. I'll go ahead and drop you guys in on a sad camera angle right here. So
Oh my.
there is the Razor Crest and all of the little parts that were broken.
Oh.
So lots of the internal stuff actually kind of came out. Like I need to figure out where some of that stuff came from. One of the internal ladders, one of the walls came apart. Like it's just been a
Looks like somebody in carbonite.
yeah, one of the carbonite guys came out. Just kind of a mess. You know, like I was kind of forced to check luggage on the way home. I couldn't really do anything about it. Just the way my flights were set up. I should have just anyway. I couldn't physically, like the flight would not from Chicago to Seattle. There was no room, so there's no way I could have not checked it. So it is what it is. I'm going to be doing the grand finale of this. So really, in reality, it's only going to be about an hour's worth of work to fix it. It's not that bad. I need to recreate the little feet that it was sitting on. Otherwise, the base wound up coming out just fine. No worries. None worse for the wear. All the flaps, like they may have separated, and a couple of them broke off of their tabs, but they're still in one piece. I'm still going to be able to fix them, so that's not going to be too big of a deal. So yeah, that's kind of the status of the Razor Crest. So I'm going to be recording this weekend when I go through and do all of my repairs. I'm going to go ahead and finish the build and do a little recording of assembling everything, talking a little bit about how it did at Wonderfest. I did get a merit award for this model. Whether I got hosed or not, I don't know, but it is what it is.
You know, Jordan, if you print off a figure or two, you could have them actually offloading that carbonite figure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, well, what I had is I had them kind of like positioned. You can't even see what my hands are doing. I had them kind of leaned up against some of the cargo stuff that I had done, but I may finish up. And like one of the things that I noticed is like I probably got a merit because I didn't finish weathering it. With Soji running away, by the way, she came home on Sunday. But with Soji like running away and then trying to finish and get ready for just I didn't bring all the models that I wanted to do, and I didn't quite finish everything that I needed to finish. So probably do a little bit of work on that. So I will be recording a grand finale for this build at some point here in the next week or so, and then I'll get that released. And so, well, let's go and see if I'm pointed properly over here. So we'll get KITT in frame here soon. And then I don't know why I did that, but I guess I can. So I just got the very last shipment for, well, while I was gone, I got the very last shipment for the Millennium Falcon.
Nice.
So somewhere around here is stage number 100. So there it is.
You get the remote.
Yep. So that's it exactly. Just a bunch of Greeblies here towards the very end. This one might actually challenge the perfect grade for the amount of Greeblies that we have to install. It has the same amount of decals. Ian just bought this at Wonderfest, and guys, we're gonna have to hear him bitch about it at some point. Just saying. So there's some of the thrust vector plates right there, and kind of the finishing up of all the greeblies. But I have finished purchasing a complete part work. Holy crap! And on that note, I am one package away from the Enterprise from being able to cancel that whole thing because I have the rest of the build courtesy of Todd, which is fantastic. So 2 part works are almost done with Vader. I got Vader sitting over there ready to record this weekend. So a bunch of cool stuff coming up on it. Getting the Razor Crest finished, like for even having to record 1 more episodes, that's no big deal. Dude, seriously, Ian got a great deal on it. So how he advertised it was he had a giant cutout of the shape, like the full size of the Diag Falcon, the 143 or 43rd outline, and it said piece of junk for sale, and it's the Diagostini Millennium Falcon, and it was listed for 1,000, and Todd's like, offer him, see what happens. The dude has 3 more of them than he needs to get rid of.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like he had to get rid of it, and so he got a sweetheart deal on it. And I can't complain. Like for all the greeblies and whatever, I'm gonna kind of miss building it when I get to that point. Just because it's such a great build. Like for a part work, it's a fantastic build. So also it came in the package. It's kind of hard to show, but it does have a metal base stand. I'll crack that open for the next, like when I get to that in the episodes. And then I also came with the wall mount, so I got the full premium package. And then it came with a little card saying congratulations, now you get free shipping on your next build, which I should have just waited for Vader for.
Oh well,
because you get free shipping across the entire build, like you don't pay for shipping.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know how I'm gonna make it work from a logistical standpoint, but I think the Fast and Furious Supra might be coming to the channel. How is it sci-fi? Someone tell me.
Still your interest though.
That's right. So we're just going to go ahead and go with that. So let's see here. Ricardo says it was worse in the series. I'm not quite sure what that comment was. It came in just a little bit ago.
The series when it blew up.
Oh yeah. I thought about like. Hey Andrew.
Oh hey Andrew.
It's okay, buddy. I'm glad to see that yours made it home just fine. This is just simple little work that needs to get done. And then finally, I appreciate it as well. Glad you got it home. So I wish I could say that we were a more organized group when we're all together, but needless to say, I did all of the cleaning in the suite on the last day. And I have all the goodies.
Nice.
Got one of your stickers here. I have a bunch of the axolotls and the little babies and the butt babies and some HTM chips. And Ricardo, by the way, sent us these. So I made sure to collect all of these. I'm going to go ahead and separate these out along with Cosmic Quest Hobbies as stickers. People that dropped off stuff. I got a bunch of swag from Wonderfest. I'm going to be putting together like some little care packages for everybody. And then starting next week, I'll go ahead and post in Discord. Go ahead and send me your address, and I'll go ahead and get some of the swag sent off, including some of the very rare Jody Trek mod buttons.
Ooh, fancy.
So I even have some like Trek mod shirt transfers, and so yeah, this is a swag bag for sure. But I just wanted to make sure I collected all the stuff. So all the HTM stickers are here as well. I'll likely send a good supply of those to all the guys. Ken, all of your stickers were basically distributed. There's only a couple more left in here. So I'll make sure to send those along to a couple people. So if you want a Ken sticker, just let me know.
Oh, can I have a Ken sticker?
Do you not have a Ken sticker?
I do not have a Ken sticker yet.
All right, Ken, you're getting the Ken sticker. There's a couple in here. There's also some Jordan stickers in here too, if you'd believe that. I did a shitload of littering. I handed out, I think, 200 stickers.
I bet the cleaners just love you guys.
Oh, dude. Like, they were either getting swept into the trash. But, like, there's so much things. Like, someone was drawing little faces on peanuts, like actual peanuts. Someone 3D printed middle fingers. Like, we had we were calling them the butt babies because they're, like, looking back at their ass. And then we have the axolotls. And then we have all of the googly eyes. And then there's some Canadian money left over. There's a loonie and a toonie. And there was a $5 bill. Jody, you left money behind, by the way. So just all sorts of crap. So I will put together some of these little goodie bags and get them shipped off to everybody.
Good evening, Donnie.
Hey, Donnie. Donnie, I'm like, when Donnie got there, I'm like, hey, man, where are your stickers? And he's like, oh, shit. Yeah, our citation for littering is in the mail. I mean, we were like everywhere you went, you just literally you came across and you would put them up there and they would just disappear. Like they would be gone. Like 5 minutes later, they'd be just gone. And like you don't know if housekeeping is actually tossing them. I'm sure they tossed a shitload of them. But what I can tell you is that it worked. Like I picked up 15 subscribers while I was at Wonderfest.
Nice.
My shorts, like the 2 shorts that I released, got like 2,500 views combined, which is insane. I have a Wonderfest special that's going to be coming out on Saturday this week. I'm a day late, $1 short. I really don't care. I just kind of want to share my observations from Wonderfest. So yeah, I went in there with an idea to film a lot more, but like you get to it and then like I edited one video and released it. Like the I'm sweaty thing like still slays me to this day. Like I've watched the intro to the Deep Space Nine video at least 4 or 5 times now. Like the I'm sweaty thing just slays me. And it's the whole story of Wonderfest. Like it was sticky. It was just sticky. It was gross.
But you could definitely, when you're showing off your DS9 there, you could tell how excited you were about it.
Oh, dude, it's a fantastic build. I need to pressure Ian to get it shipped off to me. So that is going to be the next Dockyards build. So we're going to be doing some runabout stuff. I think the runabout I'm going to get back into here in a month or so. I kind of want to like cool it a little bit on some of the other scale models. I need to get a bunch of work done on the Reliant, Ken, and you know, like I'm getting behind on that build, so I really need to kind of focus on it. So I want to work on some stuff that doesn't require me to glue and paint things necessarily. And the idea for the Deep Space Nine, I had time for observations. Looking at all you idiots. I mean, yeah, sure. But
looking at the Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, so with DS9, God, I mean, ultra off track. With DS9, like the model kit itself, the one that you get the 3500 scale, is not a great kit. It doesn't fit well. It's not a good kit. This one is 4400 scale, and it's almost perfect. I'm gonna have to do some cosmetic things, but otherwise it's pretty perfect. So really excited about like lighting that and getting it to rotate on its base. So that's kind of the idea for that. So as soon as Ian sends it to me, along with the Voyager and the JJ prize, I still need him to send that. It's only been a couple of days. I know I have like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe 3 months left to wait, but hopefully as soon as I get that, I'll get it and we'll be able to start. But basically the idea for that is that it's going to kind of take up its place as the thing that we're doing on Dockyards. It's kind of tongue-in-cheek because the Deep Space Nine is a space dock. I don't know. I thought I was onto something, but I'm really not. So, but
question
yeah,
for the DS9: when it comes to the end, do you think you'll end up filling the screw holes at the end?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
So the paint it looks good, but it has faded a little bit over time.
Right.
So eventually it's going to need the full paint treatment and all of that. I'm going to need to drill out some more windows, and there's going to need a bunch of work's going to have to go into it. But I am going to keep the stock sound effects and all of that. Yeah. So that's kind of the idea of um, that is to cover up the screw holes, get the windows drilled out properly, get everything lit properly, um, and see what I can't do about getting a proper scaled Defiant printed up. Donnie is painting. I've sent the little Enterprise home with Donnie, and he's going to paint the top up and
Nice.
or the Enterprise up, and so he's going to send that off. And then I got a couple of, I picked up somewhere around here. I got the Whiz Kids model from that Todd had me order. So yeah,
They have that. Yeah, they have that. That game.
yeah,
Yeah.
And it's in the scale of the ship is
Yeah.
a little bit more of a true scale for the DS9. So
Nice.
yeah, it's going to be kind of like a little diorama. Todd's like, we need to have a Deep Space Nine kind of rotating around back behind you, and I kind of can't disagree. So yeah, all right, well, it's as I usually do, I spend a half hour kind of talking and bullshitting, and
Well, I'll
not
read some
actually moving.
comments here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. So apparently, Eric was having some issues with Vader.
Oh yeah,
He ordered it, and then it was on back order, and then stuck in shipping for some months, and then they called, fixed their errors, and now it's back on order again.
nice,
So
excellent.
it's good to hear, because that Vader looks sweet. Like, it just,
Dude,
it's amazing looking.
the next parts look like are going to basically complete the helmet.
Yeah.
So badass. It looks so cool. God.
Andrew says he's actually picked up a few subs too. It was
Awesome.
good for his channels. And don't worry, he hasn't even started his Wonderfest review video yet. So he said, you're not late.
Awesome. Love it.
Donnie says you're just not adjusted to the humidity, and that in Tennessee they have humidity to spare, so he can send you some.
As soon as I got off the plane, I'm like, oh, I'm in Seattle. I could just tell. Like the air was just cool by nature. It was great. Oh wow.
Metal?
All right. So this is stage 29. This is the rear portion of the chassis, and this thing is heavy. My goodness. Yep, all die cast.
Nice. Andrew says, "Ken, the little Enterprise has the looks like the ones that came in the Shreddies boxes back in the day." Okay. I don't know if you guys have Shreddies in the US.
We call them shredded wheat.
We have shredded wheat too, though.
Oh, are they the bigger ones? Like they're really big, just one big biscuit?
No, they're small little squares.
Okay.
They're not, and even the like the frosted mini wheats or the mini wheats are like kind of puffy, whereas Shreddies are flat.
Howard, thank you. Really appreciate that, man.
Howard with a sticker.
Really appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Basically, Howard funded my trip to Wonderfest, and when I say that as a joke, I don't really mean that. Like, you literally kind of took care of all the travel expenses. So thank you, my friend. Very appreciated.
And it was nice to see you with Jody there. Those pictures of when Jody came to visit you. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was awesome, by the way. I love the fact that you kind of got in on the Wonderfest love there as well. I know it's not a good time for Howard this time of year.
Yes.
You know, just getting into farming, it's the big time of year for that. So yeah.
Plus, any animals you have to have someone else take care of them while you're gone.
Exactly. All right. So, as a review, before we get started, I am skipping over stages 20 through 27, actually 28. 28 I have, but I don't need to really do anything with. as it was part of the final assembly for the turbine engine. But once again, I don't have any of those stages, so we're not going to be building anything. So yeah, let's see here. Oh, cat's home. I thought I heard something.
Did you make supper for her?
What's that?
Did you have to make supper for her?
I bought a sandwich that is currently waiting in the fridge for her.
Nice.
It's a hot day today, so no cooking is going to happen. All right. So, couple things. This is the stock battery box, and this is what I was using to power KITT sensor when it was sitting up here for all of that time last year. And I am not going to be using the battery box because I have the Mike Lane power mod. But hey,
would it be worthwhile to have it while testing stuff or no?
Possibly. I'm not going to be really testing anything right now, but there's a sandwich in the fridge for you. You're welcome. But for the sake of like Todd not being here right now, and I'm not sure if the power mod actually uses this in conjunction with it. Oh my God, she got a big old flop too. Oh, Soji has been super lovey-dovey since coming home.
Oh,
but since I'm not sure that how the power mod kind of works into it, because we don't start assembling any of the electronics until stage 42, which I'm hoping to do in the next night shift. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and solder this connection real fast. And so what happened, unfortunately, is this power connection went ahead and pulled apart. So I'm just going to go ahead and solder this real fast. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick.
Oh, I just got my from eBay. I just got my I see your oil dispenser there. I just got mine the other day, finally.
Nice.
I pulled the trigger and just said, yeah, I might as well get one.
Yep, this is one of those models that requires the 3-in-1 oil. Some of the part works don't, if they're using self-tapping screws, for instance.
Right.
But really, if anyone's not aware, the 3-in-1 oil and what Ken is referring to is right here, little solvent dispenser, and it's a static-free solvent dispenser. So
I didn't realize how big they were until I opened the box. I was like, "Oh, these things are actually."
I have a smaller one that I prefer to use, but the tube kept breaking, so I need to get a new tube for it. And then I realized that I could just use the tube from this one, but then I just bought it. Whatever.
Yeah. I ended up getting a 2-pack.
What's that?
I ended up getting it as a 2-pack.
Nice. Hopefully you didn't pay too much.
Let's see here. Eric says, Jordan, did the Falcon need 3-in-1 oil?
No, the Falcon does not need 3-in-1 oil.
Good. Howard's saying he got to see Wonderfest, sort of, or he said I got to go, sort of. Well, yeah, we kind of travel with you guys and get to see everything.
Yep.
Which is really nice. And then he says, my girlfriend's relatives want me to come over there so they can beat me up for 40 days straight. I guess that's because they have traditions. Let's see here. Did I say eBay? I always say eBay, and I meant Amazon.
Oh yeah, you did say eBay.
Yeah, I say that's. Sorry, I'm old. It's like you're talking to your father who's really old, and you're like, Dad, no, you mean this.
We're gonna need a little solder encouragement here.
Let's see here. Okay, so R2 doesn't. Donnie says R2 doesn't need 3-in-1 oil either.
The Enterprise does. Vader, I don't know actually.
Well, it was recommended on the
Terminator.
On the Terminator for like just looking at Todd's like all the recommended stuff. But I think that's pretty generic. So whether or not it needs it or not, I think it did because I remember watching Wayne's videos a while back, as well as looking through Todd's stuff.
Yeah, and really all it does is it just helps ease, like if there's any paint that gets stuck, like or if they overspray or what have you, and it gets inside of the screw holes, it just helps ease the screws in. So
Donnie says, "Yeah, Jordan's one of those young whippersnappers." And then Ian asks, "What are you soldering, man?"
Just the battery box. I don't know if I'm going to need it for the power mod or not. So I guess Ian, you would know. But also, by the way, hey Ian, welcome. Do I still need the power box? Like, I mean, I'm going to install it, but do I need to worry about the electronics? Like, does this power switch inform the Ultimate Electronics kit to turn on and off, or is that done elsewhere? Let me know.
He says,
But
"You don't
first,
need that."
I don't need that?
That's what he says. Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Well, there's that. Do I need should I just go ahead then? I guess Ian, while I got you, should I go ahead then and just take all the wires off of this? Still that work. But should I go ahead and still go ahead and install it in place? Just so it's there and it looks proper on the bottom and it's covered up. Just let me know. Perfect. All right. Let me go ahead and take these wires off for all that soldering that I just did and didn't need to do.
See, Howard says the R2 and the Falcon, they had to put the threads on the metal parts. They just didn't mark the screws, but the oil, I guess what he means, does help even cutting into the plastic.
It does. And if like you have a screw that's like kind of having a difficult time going in, even in the plastic, use the 3-in-1 oil. It can't hurt. So
that's good.
So as a reminder, I'm using mykittbuild.com, which is Todd's website. And not going to worry about the screw hole. That. And we are going to. Oh, there's Todd.
There's Todd. Ian says, "No Ultimate Power mod power cable comes out of the bottom battery cover. No box needed. Just nothing. The battery lid.
Just the lid, so I don't even need to worry about this. Nice.
Yep.
I like it. Let's now officially trash. So, okay. Skip over that step. But we are going to put this in place. So this looks like a little bit of a. I'm going to flip this over.
Yeah, Howard had said, I think he needed to hold the battery cover.
Is that what that is?
That's what he says.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Does it have a place where it looks like it would clip to, or like the cover? Does it look like it would clip to the battery box?
Let me grab it again. Nothing too obvious. Okay.
Yeah, Howard, see, Ian says deep six the battery box, and then Howard says I wouldn't trash it in case you want to use it for a project. True enough.
True enough.
You do have a battery box on for something.
Very true.
And Todd's typing. He's not talking. Okay.
Make sure the lid fits without the battery box. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and put the battery box in just in case. And if I have to remove it, I will. Just in case.
No, Ken was doing such a good job that I didn't jump in.
Oh, no.
I'm sitting here dealing with an AC that broke again for the third time.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It broke again?
Yep. Doing the same exact thing. These technicians apparently are just, it's the first time, first day.
Hello, Jody.
Hey, Jody.
Ian says you still need to get the USB-C cable through.
Yeah, don't put the battery box in.
Don't put the battery box in?
Nope.
Sure.
Because if you do, you won't be able to get to the mic lane board.
Got it.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
Hey, Steven. I don't even think I put the lid in. I just have the cord coming out the bottom. Nobody's looking at the bottom of the car.
Yeah, generally people don't pick up your models to look at them.
No.
And I'm assuming that those are really heavy.
Do you plan on putting it on a mirrored base?
No.
Yeah, then there's your answer.
Thinking about doing one of those, what do you call it? Doing the semi.
You have a semi?
No, I have a semi, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm stiffening. No, do the mobile base. The semi truck back.
Nice.
With the diamond.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And Howard says, listen to Tid. He would know.
That's right. Yeah, you can with the battery box missing, you can just barely get to the USB card if you need to.
And Howard said he had to rip his all apart. Or he's got to now.
Okay.
Jody says Highlander 5, the stiffening.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. It's a lot of movies. By that point, I don't know if it's gonna be getting that stiff.
All right. So I see on yours, Todd, you didn't actually have this one, but I actually have this piece.
Oh yeah, I was missing it.
Oh, Dawn's here.
I think it helps hold some of the wires or something.
2 AM screws.
What did I put that in for? It holds something, doesn't it?
It says either I did not receive this part or I lost it.
Oh,
I don't know if it'll make any difference in the long run.
It feels like so long since I built that.
Yeah, Howard, I would agree. Instead of Highlander 5, the stiffening, it's more like the limping.
Yeah.
Or the stiffening joints, maybe.
All right. I'm going to join this. It sits over the top.
Watch the sound of that metal.
Some tabs go under. There you go.
There we go. I paid attention.
Ian joined, but he's just sitting in the backstage.
Oh, sorry about that. There I am.
Yeah, you have to
There
let
you
yourself in there, man.
You hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Nope,
Okay.
can't hear you at all.
Wait. Ken can hear me. Todd can't.
Oh, you should definitely talk louder.
Well, you got my volume down. Oh,
I'm
I'm on
kidding.
my Bluetooth.
Well, I like your volume down. You're loud.
I'll turn it down more.
Howard says, any of you have Big B coffee? Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Now, was that a coffee joint or more of a coffee, like just something you buy from the store?
Big B coffee. No, never heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't really. I haven't drank coffee in a long time. I'm very caffeine sensitive. I have like decaf tea in the morning, and it has like 2 milligrams versus 40 milligrams of caffeine for normal English breakfast tea. And even that, if I have 2 of those, I'm like wired.
Okay. Howard says he guesses just here in Michigan. It's like Starbucks.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. It's yeah. And like, in Canada, you have the famous
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons.
Yep.
But then you said, I think, Ken, did you say that McDonald's like scalped Tim Hortons coffee supplier out from under them?
Yeah, they did a number of years ago. They basically, I think Tim Hortons. I think the way it went was Tim Hortons didn't want to pay a maximum like premium price, but McDonald's was like, "Hey, we'll pay like an increased price for that."
Yeah, because everybody in Canada will taste the McCafe and be like, "Oh, this tastes like old Tim Hortons," before
Yeah.
they changed.
Yeah.
That was a genius move. That was baller.
Well, and
Yeah.
they've got the money for it. You know, McDonald's is such a huge
Well, Tim
franchise.
Hortons is struggling a bit, kind of like Subway here in the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah. Howard says they have Tim Hortons where he's at. Let's see here. SWAT Cats is here.
How's it going? Welcome.
He says
Hey,
KITT
SWAT Cats.
CPU number, his serial number, and he lists off a serial number.
That's awesome.
AD227529. What's Car's CPU serial number, SWAT Cats? Ooh,
I like it.
that's a good trivia question. And he could say anything, and we'll be like,
Literally.
because nobody knows.
And if you do-
227530.
Nerd. 30.
Well,
yeah.
no, Car was built first, so Car
what
would
was
be 227528.
Yeah. What was the last bid? 390. 391.
We have no idea. I'm just waiting for video to encode in DaVinci after asking Tide for help and then not needing it at all, because that's how everything in IT works. You ask a more knowledgeable person and then you figure it out while they're going, I don't know.
Let's see here. Yeah.
830.
So Howard says, yeah, they have Tim Hortons there. I know they've got them scattered throughout the country. Just seems like mostly where Canadians really like to go. And then Jody says it didn't work. McCafe is terrible. I don't mind it. This is personal taste.
Some GM and BP screws.
So what are those parts there? Just some frameage?
Yep. So what we have in this stage is going to be the left rear chassis beam and the right rear chassis beam. We have a right rear axle bar, chassis section, and some screws. So these are our parts. This is plastic. These are both metal. As is this.
Interesting.
All right.
Howard says that Tim Hortons bought out Hardee's here in the States. Okay. Assuming Hardee's wasn't doing very well then.
Oh, Hardee's is disgusting. It is nasty.
I've seen Hardee's, but I've never been to one.
Hardee's is fucking gross.
Eric says, so Ian, how about 700 for your Falcon kit?
Negative, sir. Negative. Listen, that was a good deal.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and I could be wrong. I'm gonna guess that you probably won't start building that right away, having just finished the perfect grade Falcon.
No, I won't. I'm probably not going to start building it until after the IPMS Nats in August, because I've got to work on the Apache, and I've got other sponsored part works.
Yeah.
And I've also got Car going, and Car is partially sponsored by Mike Lane Mods. So I've got a lot of stuff in front of it.
Yeah.
So it's not on the back burner, it's on the simmer burner.
Yeah,
simmer burner.
Yeah,
but for the price you paid, you kind of had to jump on it.
I had to. I mean, at 1,000, it was a good deal, because if you subscribe to a Falcon now with the price increases from DiAgostini, you'd be paying $2,400 plus with shipping and tax for a whole subscription.
Yeah.
So I got it for 1/3 the price, and I can do whatever I want to it without being beholden to Fan Home. Just like the Car, because that's why I bought Car, because I wasn't building kit, and they don't want to see people mod their kits, unlike Agora, who loves mods, and Hachette, who doesn't care about mods. Fan Home wants you to build it stock, or so I've been told. which Todd doesn't listen to and gets away with because he's Todd. Because Todd is awesome and untouchable.
Eric's asking you if the guy has more Falcons available.
No, he does not. He had.
I thought he had a couple of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he had 2 other Falcons. He was selling this one because he ran out of room. He was out of space. Oh, Rocket's here. You want Tostitos? Gotta feed the dog some Tostitos. I'm not on video, so you won't see Rocket tonight, but he's adorable as ever. Hi, buddy. Yeah. This friggin' dog might be Mexican. I don't know. He loves tortilla chips.
So Todd, Todd's not. Oh, there you go. Todd Howard was asking, did you buy your train stages yet?
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
They fixed the problem. It was a problem with their website. It wasn't a problem with them. They didn't have a shipper listed for US, so UPS is there now. So I did. It was like $545.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh, I also wanted to ask. I know I'll probably be talking to him tomorrow, but Andrew, are you a little bit excited to see they're re-releasing the Enterprise E kits in the clear plastic or the clear plastic stuff they're using now?
It's the milky translucent plastic.
Yeah, I was going to say that in the sci-fi section of Discord, but I was working like a beast today, and I think the 1400 Enterprise E's are going to start shipping at the end of the year. So Andrew, put in your pre-orders now.
Yes. Order a case.
Yeah, Cult TV Man already has them up for pre-order, but he's in the U.S. So
it's just a shame though that they're just not they're not going to retool it, but got to take what we can get right now.
Well, the E, I mean, does it really need a retooling, or is it a pretty decent model?
No, it needs a retool.
Oh, like the refit?
Yeah,
needs a retool.
Yep.
You're a tool.
Well, I'm a tool.
True story.
Well, if anyone's wondering, all of us at Wonderfest probably asked about the Reliant at the Round 2 booth, and it's still on the chalkboard.
Well, you know what? At least it's on the chalkboard. I guess that's a good sign.
2 years ago, it was no chance. Last year, it was like, yeah, you know, we're thinking about it. And this year, it was kind of like, it's on the radar.
And they got some stuff going too. Like they have those demos of their stuff that's coming out, like the TIE Bomber and all that.
Yeah, but the TIE Bomber is like 1/48th, and the TIE Fighter they had was 1/32nd.
Yeah,
I'm like, why aren't you just keeping everything one scale?
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. It would have been nice had they kept it done it in 1/32nd.
Yeah,
but I'll still probably build one at 1/48th.
Yeah, but like either do the TIE Fighter in 1/48th or do the TIE Bomber in 1/32nd, but just keep everything kind of the same size, because when they come up with like Darth Vader's TIE Fighter or the TIE Interceptor, like we could have a whole set all on the same scale, and it's kind of a stupid, what the hell are you thinking moment.
I honestly would pay a little bit extra to get it in 1/32nd.
Well, I would too.
Any of those.
Yeah. It's silly. It makes no sense.
This thing is actually wow.
Yeah, it's nice, man. I mean, do you see how it doesn't have a contiguous frame rail though?
Yeah.
It's got 2 subframes, and in real life,
it's
just
a unibody.
Just like the Mustang Fox body, aftermarket companies would make what they call subframe connectors, and it would be aftermarket pieces of metal made out of square round tubing with tabs and other things that would like positively bolt together the front and rear subframe to stiffen the chassis, because the unibodies were not very rigid back then.
Yeah, but this is accurate to the real car. So.
Oh, this is accurate, yes. but like it's very accurate because it's such a flimsy, floppy, wet noodle of a chassis. They were garbage back then.
Who's watching chat? I see no stars.
Oh,
I can't do stars on the iPad. Sorry.
yeah. He'll just ban people.
Yeah, I can't even do that by accident now. Well, because I can't star, so I don't click on that part.
Okay, I'll start
SWAT
starring.
Cats, that's an interesting point, SWAT Cats. I was just thinking about that about 5 minutes ago. He says William Daniels is 98 years old. The
Yeah,
actor behind KITT's voice, and I was just wondering if he's still alive or not. And
he is. Yeah.
Yeah.
so wow.
Man, my dad's in the hospital at 86, and I hope he lives to 98. But oh man,
I hope your dad gets well soon.
well, he has basal cell carcinoma that's metastasizing to his kidney.
Oh boy.
And but we'll see. I mean, might get a little more time out of him. I'm sort of trying to brace myself for the inevitable. I've never lost anybody, like direct family, because all my grandparents were dead before I was born, pretty much. So all I've got is my parents. I have a very small family. So
All right.
yeah, it's gonna be. I'm very, very, very stressed over it. Yeah, the UFO. You got the Shadow kind of tracked vehicle. I won't call it a tank. So yeah, that's cool, Howard. I like that Shadow, and those are workable tracks. I rolled the thing back and forth a little at Wonderfest. They're
Sounds like
workable
they're going to
tracks.
be rubber band tracks, is what they were saying in their video.
If they have a rubber band in there, it doesn't look like it. They look like proper tracks. Like they're pretty.
Well,
I've
that's what the
seen-
round 2 guy said.
I've seen shitty rubber band tracks. These don't look like. These look like link to link tracks
Mhm.
that you've carefully glued together to not bind. But if they're rubber bands, that guy didn't say it to me.
I heard him say it on a video.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It's I'm trying to think of the guy's name. It's the guy who used to be from Fine Scale Modeler.
Yeah.
Oh god, hoses. You love hoses.
I'm looking at this stage, and I really I can't do anything because I don't have any of the engine hooked up. So I'm going to set stage 31 aside.
We get the torque arm and the
I'm going to go back a
drive
little
shaft.
bit here. Jody said he stopped at something called Mystery Town, USA on the way home, going through a full-size book nook, and he took a video of it.
Oh, cool. Awesome, Jody.
SWAT Cats is asking you, Jordan, will this model be electronic? Will it have KITT's voice?
So I haven't looked at this in a minute.
As we all sit here silently.
Waiting.
Around here somewhere.
It's his stream.
So in here is the dash with the ultimate Mike Lane ultimate electronics kit. So it's got the full voice, animations, the whole shebang. So
yeah, one of your earlier videos on this, actually, you can go back and watch, and you'll see all that.
yep. And if you go back to the beginning of the VOD, I went ahead and showed off. I probably just while I go wipe some sweat up real quick. Here, let me show you guys.
Well, his reaction video was great.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was fantastic.
So here, I went ahead and I put this at the beginning, like right at the beginning of the stream. So check this
Jordan
out.
does the best reaction videos.
Oh my god, this is so
Look at
freaking
this
cool.
dash. Oh wow.
I need a minute, guys.
There's an app?
It has Wi-Fi? What? Oh my god.
They lit up in sequence on the dash.
Uh-huh.
Dash says Jordan needs his special sock. KITT will display the track data on your Mike Lane monitors. Are you kidding me?
And the volume goes down and KITT scanner reflects it. Here's the disco.
Oh, disco mode! Disco mode. Oh my god. Casey says that looks awesome. Oh my god, it syncs to the screen.
What is it, Michael?
God, it almost does feel alive. Oh my god, the startup sequence is so good.
You may call me God.
Oh my god. This, my friends, is the ultimate electronics kit, the ultimate mod. I think this might be just one of the coolest things I've seen since doing modeling.
That's fantastic. Very exciting. This makes KITT worth it.
This makes KITT 100% worth it. Like, this is what he needs. So,
There you go.
that was that.
I hope you guys could hear it because I couldn't hear anything.
And that was Firefox. I couldn't hear anything either, but everybody else could, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Good.
Yeah.
Kenneth Toys is here. Hey, how's it going? Welcome.
Oh,
Awesome.
Kenneth Toys. I'm using some of Kenneth Toys mods for my
That's
car.
awesome. Welcome.
That center console he makes is phenomenal, dude. You should, Kenneth Toys. You should message Jordan and shoot him over a season 2 center console.
Love it.
Like, email in the description, right, Jordan?
Hold on.
Or Facebook.
Hold on. There it is.
Also, thanks, Donnie. Yeah, it was Aaron from Fine Scale Models. Aaron Skinner.
So, Jordan at atsmodels.com.
Yeah, Jody, that was Mike Lane chopping up the video that Jordan and I made.
Yeah.
And it's on his website. That's his like promotional video. And Mike Lane just has so much fun. He was laughing at us the whole time.
Look at
Yeah,
Kenneth.
like-
Look at Ken in your video, man. That's something. In the comments.
Love it.
That's cool.
Was. Yeah, the if you want, like go back and check. Should be one of my featured videos, I think. I think I'm a professional YouTuber sometimes. I don't know.
Sort of. Yeah. No, Ken Beard is absolutely awesome. Ken Beard is the man. He sent me a lot of stuff for a car.
Well,
And,
Dennis says he had to buy it specifically because of that stream. Since he was mentioned, he needs the stock.
no big deal.
yeah,
That's
well,
right.
I mean, once I saw Mike Lane's Ultimate Electronic thing, and then I found out about Kenneth Toys and Ken Beard's mods, I'm like, okay, Todd, find me a KITT model complete. I need to build a car.
And we did.
Todd found him, and I bought it. And it was a lot more than the Millennium Falcon. I'll tell you that right now.
I can't do stage 32 either.
Why?
It's the exhaust. Needs to sit over the top of the transmission and everything.
Yeah, but you can put it together.
Yeah, you can put it
That's
together.
very true. I can't put it together.
Yeah.
It is wrecked in here. I'm opening things. Did the chair just break?
Went backwards.
Oh, weird.
One of your cats talking now?
Howard, the Bat Circuit is shipping out in probably the next week or so, I think. The Bat Circuit. Like, that's very soon.
Okay.
We just put some posts out today that it's shipping soon.
All right. We'll go ahead and get this assembled. This is all plastic, the exhaust pieces.
Yeah, it's normal.
I agree, cats. He says, who would have thought that Night Rider was still relevant in 2025 if the last episode aired in 1986? Yep.
You know what's interesting is like when people think of the 80s, they think of like with pop culture, like Knight Rider and Back to the Future, those things kind of automatically come to mind, right? And when they canceled Knight Rider, it's because they felt that the show just wasn't popular enough. Like, okay, you guys got that one right.
Don't start an Airwolf season 4. You'll get a lot of angry Canadians.
Okay. So
I went to USA Networks and got filmed in Canada. Oh dear. No
Uh,
offense.
I remember as a kid, it would play on USA every single afternoon at like 4:00.
Yeah. Well, so the first few seasons of Airwolf were done by Universal. And then after that, they sold it to USA Networks, and they had different actors. They didn't have Ernest Borgnine. They didn't have Jan Michael Vincent. And they had a new crew that was supposedly Jan Michael Vincent's brother, Stringfellow's brother. And it was, oh God, not so great.
I remember watching those episodes.
Yeah, they were rough. They used all the B-roll from the original episodes for Airwolf.
Oh
Mhm.
Like,
God.
they didn't have the helicopter anymore. They were just like B-rolling everything, and it was sad.
That's
Right, Ken?
hilarious.
Yeah, I remember the quality was not
No.
good.
Yeah, no. The acting was worse. The production quality was worse. It was, oh, woof.
Pretty much any of those shows, though, nostalgia is kind of what sells it. You look at a
Yep.
lot of these shows now, and if you're to watch them, you're just like, yeah, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
But hell, if Agora comes out with Airwolf, I will literally bang down Mike Lane's door. Be like, we need 8 to 12 working LCD screens for the back area of the cockpit
Yeah.
for Dom's area and the front, and we need everything lighting up. And Mike will do it. Mike will figure it out.
You would almost need to do like the real helicopter had, where the Dom's area in the back is not actually in the back of the helicopter. You'd almost want that as a side little almost like a vignette that's just sitting there. You could see it.
Agora would need to basically have like a magnetized sidewall that would open up to the back so you could see everything. They would need that. But man, I mean, Todd, in August, when I go to IPMS Nats, I am going to shake James's hand and squeeze as hard as I can. And I go, when are we getting Airwolf? I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. When are we getting Airwolf?
How's the exhaust looking, Jordan?
Well, exhaust is basically done. I just really can't install it until after I get the engine parts. So
yeah,
that one is taken care of.
Yep. There you go.
There's a number of 80s type vehicles that I would purchase, like kits like this for. Like Airwolf would be one, the A-Team van, things like that.
I said A-Team van, and Todd always poo-poos it because it's just a GMC Vandora with some racing stripes and a wing and fog lights.
You know why
it's very simple.
Do you know why I say that? It's because it's just a GMC Vandura with some racing stripes.
You know what? It also has stuff on the inside. They had surveillance equipment and cabinets for guns and guns. And
sometimes they had a skylight and sometimes they didn't.
Well, yeah, production quality.
Depending on which Vandura they were using that week.
Yeah.
Depending on the mood of Universal Studios that week.
A General Lee, I would like, even though it has the naughty flag on top.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I mean, there's a lot of things from the 80s for vehicles and stuff like that. It would be nice to have, and it's just the nostalgia, right? It's not it's not because the acting was great or anything like that. It's just what you remember as a kid.
Yeah. So some people have asked, Magnum PI, and I go, well, I agree, but it's just a plain old Ferrari 328, GTB or GTS or whatever it is, or 308.
Mm-hmm. I'd personally love a 308.
I know, but the Vandora from A-Team, at least it looks immediately in your A-Team. And I'll tell you, one of my highest viewed videos was me just reviewing the Hot Wheels Elite versus the Greenlight A-Team vans. People love the A-Team van. They really do. And I'm with Ken. A-Team van all the way.
Yep.
After Airwolf, of course.
Yeah. SWAT Cats is asking here, who here remembers Firefox? Now, are you talking about the Clint Eastwood movie? I remember that.
That was good,
We're
but
talking about the video game Firefox and Firefox 64.
Firefox Clint Eastwood is
You mean Star Fox?
Star Fox,
Yes,
that's right.
Star Fox. I was the Bronx Northeast champion at Toys R Us. I cut a lot of school for that award.
What time are you done?
Probably around 7-ish or so. 7:30.
Cat's like, when are you going to spend time with me?
Never.
Hi, Cat.
Hey,
We love
Cat.
you.
You're the best, Cat.
I know.
You're the best around.
How are you will trade all things for sexual favors?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, Jordan, best pharmacy in Georgia. McKaysville Drug and Gun.
Oh
in
my God.
McKaysville, Georgia. Pistols or Prozac dispensing happiness. It is a pharmacy and a gun store.
That's wild.
And they say concealed carry, open carry welcome. In event of
Eric.
need, judicious marksmanship is appreciated.
I want to keep these underwear. Thank you.
Yes.
The underwear that's fun to wear.
Thunderwear.
Oh, underwear.
So Howard says, what about Boss Hogg's car or Cooter's Wrecker?
Cooter's Wrecker, but I mean,
there was
not
Daisy's
as well
Jeep. She had that yellow, what was it, Charge? Or what kind of vehicle was her first vehicle?
It was a CJ of some form. But
she had a yellow muscle car that got wrecked early, I think, first season, I can't remember. And then that's when she got the Jeep.
The Daisy Duke Jeep, I mean, Agora already has a couple of CJs, or they have their SAS CJ, and IXO has their CJ, so they could probably pull it off.
Hey, Ian.
Yo.
You want what logo on your thumbnail? You want Fan Home or D'Agostini?
For the Falcon?
Mm-hmm.
Who sells it now? Diag?
Both. Depends on where you are. Mostly Fan Home, but
I put both.
Right.
Well, there we go. Donnie says it was a 1974 Roadrunner. So Donnie remembers Daisy's first vehicle.
That's Jordan.
I'm just like
Dry
seeing where we
fitting.
go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Both exhaust pieces are taken care of. Can't put that in place. All right. Get these screws put away. Wow.
I'm in the screw box.
Oh yeah.
Yes, I also got my screw boxes the other day when I got my my oil dispensers.
Good.
That's awesome, Jody. Jody says you guys were, I wasn't there, but he says you guys were fun to hang out with at Wonderfest, and everyone was so nice to us. Thanks again, guys.
Of course, man.
Yeah. Oh, Jody and Mary, you guys were awesome.
Absolute blast.
And then you road tripped over to Howard.
So cool.
Even cooler. Yeah.
Sit at stage 34.
Jody, your models were just epic. And your 2-part Enterprise D, did you give that to Howard?
He did.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like, that was the nicest thing. That was really nice.
All right, so we're about to build the rear axle.
If
Axolotl?
I got a lot of axolotls here. I'm gonna throw an axolotl and a World of Wayne frog into Howard's box that I ship him with his hat.
Yeah, put it right in his box.
Yeah, I'll shove it right in his box. I'll give him
Hey,
a
guys.
pink one.
Big bag of swag.
Oh my God, look at that.
It's all the stuff that was left on the poker table and everything.
There you go.
I'll be putting together swag bags for people.
Hey Jordan, I think one of my Falcon boxes will hold all of your models.
Sweet.
I'll get those packed up this week or next week and shipped over.
Awesome, dude.
And there's a lot of bubble wrap, so I'll throw it all in there.
Excellent news. Yeah, I was planning in like a couple of weeks to do the Deep Space Nine, start that mod or start that build.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll be fun. It's funny how Playmates makes a better Deep Space Nine toy than Round 2 makes a Deep Space Nine model.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, that's slightly
Not a good
interesting.
Not a good sign.
Well, you know.
But it's all molded, right? So
You know.
even the models are molded, but that's besides the point.
Well, oh God, my audio is dead on this video that I'm editing. Oh God.
Andrew says Ian sounds like he's calling into a radio show on a phone. He does.
I'm on my Bluetooth. Sorry.
You're good.
Let's see.
No, it sounds great. It's fine. It's funny.
Well, that's awesome, Jody. Jody said he gave Howard everyone's stickers and some babies and poker chip.
Excellent. And we're going to put the diff cover on. We're going to put that a couple screws on top of that. Too bad, nitpicky, but too bad that some of these screw heads didn't like try to resemble bolts.
Can I share this real quick, Jordan?
Please.
No, this is just that thumb. Ian, are you paying attention?
Yes.
Does that work?
Ooh, nice. Yeah, that works.
All right.
Like I said, no rush. It'll be after IPOS Nats. And then I'll use your hunk of junk intro that we did for the Bandai. Oh, man.
Oh, Andrew said, had I known, I would have sent a keychain with you, Jody.
Yeah, there's the rear diff. Very cool. That completes 35. More GM screws.
SWAT Cats says they'd like to see an electronic version of Automan's car.
Oh.
I think I only saw like a few minutes of one episode once back in the day. So I don't really have much of a frame of reference for that one.
Why do I have no audio? Oh, man.
35. There's some springs in here.
Like real springs?
Uh-huh.
Nice. Ooh.
Squishy.
Big boy springs. Got BP screws. Ooh, some MN screws. What? Just flange screws, but NM screws.
Is that kind of a first for you, or?
Yeah, never seen screws that labeled like that. Just N metal screws. GM, HM. Wow.
So, Andrew, you weren't here, I guess, earlier when I asked, but are you excited to see they're re-releasing the E's again? So you can stock up on a few, I guess. I know I'll end up picking up at least one.
And done. My
Okay,
Red
I
Bull
might
app,
go
fun.com
back.
is now ready.
Nice.
Oh, Andrew said, yes, I told Ron too. I'd be getting at least 5 of them. Right on.
So, in order to put the diff on, I need to put the exhaust on. But I think I can get away with putting the exhaust on without the engine in place. Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the engine's going to lower down onto the exhaust.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So I think you could absolutely put the exhaust on.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. Back up a couple stages here real quick. Okay. All right. Grab some more of our screws here. Whatever screws we need. First one I created was here. That's going to go on the other side.
Do you know what's interesting is I mean, KITT just had the standard V8 exhaust underneath. This is the actual exhaust that was underneath the turbine car.
Really?
Yeah. So they modified it to work with KITT.
How interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's the same exhaust that was under the Chrysler. Same flat exhaust, tips, the whole thing.
And you're held in place with BP screws. So grab some more of those for the other side as well. Oh.
I guess Howard was saying he saw a Tesla Cybertruck that had the blue stripe like Automan. And he thinks it may have glowed in the dark.
Huh.
I glow in the dark. Uh-oh. Andrew's got jokes.
Oh, dad jokes. Dad Star Trek jokes. He said a Starfleet officer who was part of the transporter accident where his whole left side didn't rematerialize properly. He's all right now.
Oh my God.
And I see a lot of people were talking about swapping stickers.
Ah, damn it.
That's why they give you spares.
Oh yeah. Usually like after when I go through a session of like building the Enterprise or the Falcon or whatever, there'll be screws all over the floor. Because there just comes a point where like you realize you don't need to keep all these screws. You just keep getting extras.
Donnie says the Automan was a Lamborghini Countach. Yeah, the Countach back in the 80s and stuff, that was a real boxy, straight lines kind of looking vehicle as well.
There was a one that used to drive around Mesa around here, little white one. And it just felt really weird until I realized there was a KITT body on a Fiero. That was a thing for a while.
Yeah.
It happens.
No, I have not, Dash.
Has anybody, speaking of John Ritter, has anybody seen the movie that he's in called Noises Off?
No.
Also has Christopher Reeve in it, aka the old Superman. A whole bunch of other actors. famous actors for the time.
Huh.
Really good. Good
idea.
comedy.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
So Howard's recommending that movie.
Yeah.
Keep dropping screws.
So, Jordan, when
Yeah.
did you get that tattoo?
The Metallica tattoo?
Your star thingy bobber?
It's a Metallica tattoo. I got that one on my 20th birthday.
20 what?
20th birthday.
Were you
Okay.
sober?
Yep. Buddy John got the same tattoo at the same time.
Huh.
620.
625.
What?
Sign language?
No, she's just standing there staring at me. I'm like, what's up?
At least she's not sticking things in your ear.
Thanks, Todd.
Uh,
But I poop from there.
oh my god. I'm all sweaty.
I'm sweaty.
I'm sweaty.
How's that video doing?
Pretty good, actually. A few more views than what I normally get. So
Where's that finger been?
In your ear.
I'm afraid of where it was before that. You know,
Me too.
cramming it up his nose.
Now, the question is, did she lick her finger before doing that?
Shut up, Ken.
Don't give her any ideas, Ken.
Although if she licks her finger now, that means she's licking your earwax from when she already put your finger in there.
Oh my god.
It's the other finger.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, it's probably safe that she stuck it in her mouth first, so.
How does your ear smell?
Yeah.
Um,
Have you ever, I mean, haven't you always wanted to know what your ear tastes like?
Or smells like?
No.
Listen, you smell that?
Listen, you smell that? Oh. Oh. Wow.
A blizzard?
Uh-huh. It was a blizzard.
I just recognize the red spoon.
Uh-huh.
That may or may not suggest that I've had blizzards many times before.
Dan,
We
you
went
don't have to pay her. She will fart on Jordan anytime she feels like it.
Apollo McRibby.
The crap we got to build up to build our toys. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
She's in there distracting him.
That's correct.
Well, it's just nice that, she missed you while you were gone.
Mm-hmm.
You were too far away for her to hit you.
Don't forget to throw a like in here while you're at it.
She found Soji on Sunday.
How was it when you got home and saw Soji?
Oh my god, it was amazing.
Did the cat care?
She did. It was she was very, very happy to see me. Sorted me out. Like, she has now been like extra special with attention of late. So it's been really nice.
I really love the sound of a cat purring.
Yeah, she's been purring a lot more than she normally does. So yeah, she
Santa.
She said
got
that she
small?
got basically the ultimate gratitude check.
Yeah, she had to be outside the big bad world.
That's right. That's right. But she's home. I'm thankful for that.
I was so hungry for lunch today that I found a buy one get one free chili cheese coney dog from Sonic.
Oh.
Right? I really just wanted the 44-ounce drink, but I go over there. I tell them I have a coupon. They charge me for the 2 wieners. They bring them to me. Then they tell me they can't figure out how to make the coupon work. Sat there for 15 minutes waiting for them to try to figure it out, right? I get home. They're literally just 2 hot dogs and buns.
Oh, man. They also couldn't figure out how to make the chili machine work.
Apparently so.
The chili machine.
I just imagine that, like at the 7-Eleven, how the chili and the nacho cheese sauce come out of the machines.
Yeah, that's what I was imagining too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you pump your chili on. Ooh. Needless to say, I'll be throwing up later.
Oh, Howard.
Boom! Kat, you go to Winterfest next year. I need an on-demand carpet bomber that doesn't fail me at the right time.
All right. So to be fair, when I had everything,
okay?
when I had my photon torpedo tubes loaded, Ian was on a very important phone call with his family, and like he was talking about his dad. So I couldn't like crap the air around him, during that time. And by the time that he'd come back up, it was over. Todd got him. I didn't.
I farted right on him, and he inhaled it.
Oh my God. It was so
wrapped it right-
bad.
He wrapped it right in his nose.
A little
It was
schmeg
so
in my
bad.
nose.
Thank you,
What?
Howard.
What?
Oh my God. I love it.
I protest.
Oh
I am
my
not
God.
a merry man.
Oh God, it was bad.
That wasn't even that
Yeah.
bad. When I killed everybody in the car, that was better.
That was a cooker, that's for sure.
Yeah, it got worse that night. You guys all left. Burned a hole in the bed sheets.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. God, you're amazing, Howard. Thank you.
I told Rebecca she has to come next year. She's like, why?
I'm not bringing Tony ever.
Yeah, beer for next year's Wonderfest. Yeah.
There you go.
No, I didn't get any money. I should get some money for that. I should get some of the StreamYard money. That catering was $255
Woo!
Well,
for those subs. SWAT says Starlog Magazine 79, the February issue, very specific, had several of KITT's blueprints.
Oh, really?
That's probably where he found out the serial number.
No, maybe. You might need some of those to put them on the wall of your truck if you're going to build the side of the semi.
Yep. Oh, God.
Spares.
Yep.
Oh, I just burped up
oh,
wieners that are too long for the buns.
where-
I don't understand. How can they have foot-long wieners and the buns are 10 inches or something? I don't know. There's like all this wiener sticking out of the buns, like a few
oh.
inches at least.
That's how the world works, Todd. The bun is always too small.
Ridiculous. And they were all dry.
Ridiculous.
They didn't have any. There was nothing to lube them up. There was no ketchup, no mustard, no nothing.
Unlubed wieners, all dry.
Yeah, and I had to shove them right down my throat. It was gross.
Jordan's burps always taste like wieners.
You like wieners too, Jordan?
I'm a glizzy man.
He's a hot dog man.
Yep.
Oh, okay. SWAT Cats said KITT's serial number was in the episode called Soul Survivor, where 15-year-old kid cracked the security of KITT's computer. Interesting.
I remember that episode. I raw dogged it. That's exactly right.
Totally raw dog the dog.
You know, they never got the coupon working. And so I said, after 10 minutes, I'm like, just charge me the whole extra $4 and let me go home. You know.
And did they?
Oh, yeah, they charged me the $4, did not give me the coupon back. And
then you didn't get what you wanted?
No, and then I get home and there's no chili cheese. It's just wiener and bun.
Oh, my God.
It was awful.
1-star review because I can't give 0.
Right.
It was terrible. But I was writing the Red Bull pages and I was looking at these parts, and the first, just looking at them, they look really nice. And I found the PDFs through stage 18. The engine's not going to look bad. Wayne keeps saying, "Oh, it's not detailed. It's not going to be crazy. It's not going. It looks pretty good. I think it'll be fine." The printing on this is top notch. It is very good. I gotta do Darth Vader tomorrow in the Red Bull tomorrow on the stream. 9 p.m. Eastern, HTM.
That's right.
Matt, Rocket, calm down.
Andrew says he muted chat for a few moments to come for a very long YouTube comment and came back to the stream to see Dash doing a drive-by dashing. That's what he does.
That's what he does.
It's what Dash, he does.
Did you enjoy meeting Jody? It's the only person that's ever met Howard.
Besides us. Well, actually, you're right.
I mean, in person.
That's right. I thought it was the other way around. I'm Dur. I'm special.
Yeah, we've all met Jody, but Jody's the only person that's met Howard.
Durka, Osama Jihad.
Rabaka Law.
Oh, God.
Whoa.
One moment.
One moment, please. Please hold.
City Morgue, you stab them, we slab them.
Hey. Hi.
You're not muted in.
Oh, I'm not muted. Hold on 1 second.
I don't even know what screw that is.
Howard wants to know if you're going to talk about how crappy the judging was.
We can talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. Like, in the end, I am honored to have gotten the award that I got for the model. My only feedback is that if you're going to judge, be consistent. And I would prefer that we see some sort of explanation for the process. And that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it until tomorrow because we can talk about all of Winterfest. But my biggest thing is don't call it a contest if it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Don't make us pay for a contest. Don't call it a contest, and don't give out awards if they don't matter.
That's right.
They should matter at some level. They keep saying, "Well, don't go for an award. You're not going for the trophy." I'm not. I go for the friends and everybody else that's there. But the trophy is a gauge of people that know much more about modeling than I do to say how I'm doing. I look at his feedback. So, I don't know. I don't know if you saw the post from George, who's the head judge.
No.
He just basically just trashed everybody. Says, in the light up of the fire that everybody's getting, we're going to do it my way, and it's going to be whether you like it or not kind of thing.
Where was that posted?
It's on the Wonderfest fan club Facebook group. And then he locked the comments. Or somebody else did. I don't know. It just felt inconsistent is all.
Yep. That would be like if I were to offer just one opinion. It just feels like it was inconsistent. And they have so many models to judge. Like I can't.
Well, did it seem like there was a little less than last year?
It felt like there were more vehicles this year and less on the figures and
yeah, like it wasn't as crowded as I remember the other table.
Yeah.
Well,
the vehicle tables were full.
The figures got a lot more awards, and the vehicles got a lot less, and the ships got a lot less, and there was a lot of angry bitches on Facebook.
Okay.
Like, there was a lot of people complaining about the judging, but that happens every year. Like this was unfair. Ba 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 ba. Oh God. Ooh. They were going crazy this year, though. Like, how did all these figures get so many awards and these busts get so many awards and they're clearly 3D printed and these actual models got nothing? And oh my God, it's so every year.
Oh, I'm glad I don't have Facebook.
Oh, the drama is unbelievable with the judging at Wonderfest. And I never question it. I don't go to Wonderfest to be judged, and I don't go to Wonderfest to win an award. I go to Wonderfest to hang out with my friends and to meet people and vendors and other guys. And
you know what? And we'll talk about this again tomorrow, but if I went and all I got was a scorecard, screw the award, screw the golds and the silvers. If I got a scorecard that says, this on painting, this on, finishing putty work, whatever, this on assembly, this on the diorama, this on, whatever, weathering, that would mean so much more to me than a silver or a gold or bronze or
feedback would be great. Like, why didn't I get a merit, a bronze, a silver, a gold?
Screw the awards at all. They just got the card that just had a quick 1 through 5 scoring on each thing. Just say, hey, this kind of, just you have a little feedback and be like, okay, you can see where your areas are to improve. But
exactly,
it would take too much time. Like maybe. They judged the entire model room in 5.5 hours.
But there was 18 of them.
In teams of 2, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be great. If you got feedback from the judges, like your paintwork was amazing, but this seam and that seam and your stowage and your diorama base had this, that, and the other. Because like Jordan's model, if they just said you didn't weather the metal and you didn't paint the sides of your diorama black, otherwise it would have gotten an award, then give him direction.
Right.
It would have been nice.
Dash says, Jody and Mary were amazing to me. We saw the cows and they saw my stash building it. Very bare bones. We shall not talk about what we talked about. Okay. Dash says, he watched the video and I agree with his assessment. I have yet to watch that.
Yeah, I saw it.
It wasn't like the same as last year, inconsistent. I don't remember in the last 2 years. Sure, there was some questionables, but there was a ton of questionables to me this year. Like
there was a very questionable gold medal last year.
Donnie says, I got a bronze for my war machine and Wolfram Ensign chair like my bird of prey, so I'm happy. See, the feedback from other builders is even more valuable. You know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff. If somebody's taking pictures of your model that builds, if Bill Krause is taking pictures of your Razor Quest, you're like, hell yeah,
Right.
That's the kind of recognition that means more than a plastic award.
But at the same time, I'm obnoxious, but why did I get what I got last year for the Tidarium? I don't know.
Okay.
I thought you were going to tell us. Dash says, who did they get to judge them? They're supposed to be leaders in their field. Like they get people to build starships to be the judges, people to build figures to be the figure judges, etc.
Yes. And
they go in teams of 2 so they can converse about things and come to
if
conclusion.
They can't decide, they bring in other people.
Yes. What I was going to say, but he talked over me. Yeah, that.
All right, stage 36. Looks like we're gonna put
All right.
on.
Keep going. Just keep swimming.
All right, so we're putting on some stuff here on the rear suspension.
I would be curious on what the count is because I feel like it was less than last. Because last year was like 1,100 something, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of models.
I do like that they had like professional builders had their own little room. Like they were outside the contest. They didn't need to be in the contest, and they displayed their stuff in separate other rooms outside. And I thought that was great.
Well, I was like last year with Deal Room B.
Yeah.
In the middle table. But I gotta go. Tony's coming home, and
All right, buddy.
I'm gonna head out.
Thanks for stopping by.
Take care.
Well, yes. Thank you. Adios,
See ya,
guys.
bud. All right. Maybe switch over to the side view. Let's see what I'm doing a little bit over here. Yeah.
I wonder if those count as like 1980s fart cannons.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to grab the shock absorber post. Maybe not a bad boy right there. Is that it? There you are. I was like, wait, where is it? Goes. Right in place. On that 1BP screw. All of my little metal cups are all dirty. Paint. Because of course.
Andrew says, I don't mind displaying models, but I don't really ever intend on entering anything into a contest. I think that's what IPMS does. I think there's certain ones that are entered into the contest, and then others are just displays.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what I meant about the other rooms at Wonderfest, right?
Yeah.
Those people are not part of the contest. These guys are professional modelers that maybe do it for a living, and they just want to show off their work, which I don't think there's anything wrong with.
Yeah.
Dash says, did any of you guys ever talk to the person who made the Ark of the Covenant, and do you know what it's made out of? I did not. I didn't even see it.
I didn't even see it.
No.
I saw it on the videos, and the finish looks really nice.
Yeah,
Andrew
he didn't see it. We saw it in other people's videos after the fact. Did you go look at it, Andrew? I wonder what. I'm curious what it was made out of. Yeah, it was beautiful. It opened up to be a bar. How great is that?
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It had a whole bar inside.
Nice.
Like the top opened up, and that was it looked like a picnic box almost. And you open it up and had bottles and glasses and.
Yes, but that gold paint job on it was, really nice.
I think that was plated. I'd get curious if it was, but it looked plated to me.
Donnie said he saw it and it looked awesome.
Got it. Oh, yeah. Andrew says he didn't see it until other people's videos after he got home. I don't know where it was because I didn't see it. I thought we went into all the rooms, but
same.
Because you know what? That was the first year. This was the first year I went in all the side rooms, and I didn't go upstairs for any of the. They have all those meet and greets and sessions, the panels and stuff. They have them upstairs, and I haven't been to those. But it's the first time I went down and saw like the 501 Legion, the stormtroopers, and he was in the second side room. Somehow I missed it. Well, I didn't go down the first hallway. I went down the second one, so maybe there was stuff in the first hallway. Just missed it. But I will reach out to George now that this Wonderfest is over, and maybe we can set up a real repair station next year.
Yeah.
So the other guy who was doing one didn't really pan out, or what?
Well, I mean, his table was a 4x8 table with some paints, some brushes, a hair dryer. No signage, just a guy sitting at a table.
People were using it to cut their model entry.
Yeah, they
form.
kept borrowing pens from him to fill out their forms and borrowing his scissors to cut the order forms into form.
Okay.
I never saw anybody like actually fixing a model. He had no batteries. He had 2 bottles of glue. I'm sitting here thinking soldering iron stations and styrene sheets and wiring and all sorts of, batteries, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
It was in the second side room with the one with the DeLoreans. I went in the DeLorean room.
Yeah.
How do we not see this thing?
It looked like it was pretty large.
It was huge. I think it was full size. What? Jordan, we both went in the DeLorean room.
Yeah. I know.
You don't remember? Do you remember seeing Ark?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Maybe you were too impressed by the Thundercats DeLorean.
I was impressed with the Voltron DeLorean. If that's what you meant.
Oh, sorry. That's what I was thinking of.
Yes.
Yeah, it did look impressive. I'm not being facetious, but
no, it might have been, but I would think you'd have to be very blind to turn around because I had to walk to the other side of the room to get out of the shop because he wanted to take a shot of all the DeLoreans. And you made a little short or something, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you made a little short, and so I walked to the other side of the room. The room's not that big. I walked to the other side of the room. I didn't see no Ark.
Yeah, me either.
Jody says I could have used that repair station. You know what? So could have Jordan. Jordan had to assemble the last of his Razor Crest when he was there. Andrew says, I know what room it was supposed to be in. It had to have been cloaked. I agree. And he's going to have to go back and watch his own video to see if it's there. I like it.
I'm assuming that was Aaron that was going around recording videos for you, Andrew? Especially because you were in the one.
Into him, so I'm assuming that's the case, yeah. Well, we'll see what he says. Jody says we went in Friday and the Ark wasn't there yet. I wonder if that's what happened. Like, we went to those rooms and they hadn't brought it in yet. Because I didn't go back in those rooms on Sunday or anything. Aaron
okay. Yeah, it was Aaron.
Yeah. Hey, Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You have any idea what you're doing?
Yep.
Sweet.
We're following this website.
Oh, don't trust that guy.
I know.
He has no idea what he's doing. Dash says he kind of wants to build a Sandcrawler like the RC one, but wasn't that the same one from last year? Yes, both of them were there last year. But I don't think he had the RC components in it yet.
He didn't know.
He keeps working on it and improving it. So, see, Don didn't see the Ark either. Dude, Klingon cloaking, I'm telling you.
Maybe they had to refill the bar that was in there, so I had to leave the room for a few minutes.
It was in somebody's room, being a bar. Was there a large crate in that room when you went in? Maybe. Very possible. I would have ignored it if it was a big box.
With some symbols that were burned off.
Right?
There's that. And the 1 GM screw. It is hot in here.
It's a hot world after all.
It kind of sounded like you're going for that tune.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, see, Andrew says, so it's in my video. It was directly across from the proton pack. I saw the proton pack, but not the Ark when I was in there. No. How?
Seriously.
I saw the proton pack too. I literally walked over to it. It might have been in the crate. When I went, the Ark was sitting on the crate. Oh, that could have been it. Maybe I missed it. Swatcats asks, is there an electronic model of KITT with his pursuit mode and electronic braking? No. Not like working that I know of.
No, unfortunately.
And even in the show, that wasn't real. Don asks, you have no more food from Crop Duster?
No.
You know, and Andrew, it may have been in your video. I saw it. Actually, I kind of liked the looks of that aircraft carrier.
That was super cool
with all the different ships on it.
That was my favorite in that whole room.
You should do that with your aircraft carrier, the Enterprise.
It's a good idea.
Because it doesn't really, you don't really have to modify the aircraft carrier itself. It's just what you're putting on the deck.
That's right. Boy, this brake line thing is really finicky for something we're never going to see.
So don't put it in.
All right.
They fell off so many times, I finally glued them on. So
I actually got it to work.
Oh. I can't remember if I put wires in these things or not.
Oh, that's a good question. Howard wants to know, Todd, was that Star Destroyer scratch built on all the interiors it had with the cutaway?
I believe it was. I think the model itself was probably a box kit, but the cutaways, the interiors, I think he scratch built all of that.
What is that? Is that soju fur? Yep.
Oh, Andrew says, good night, everyone. My son was up in the middle of the night last night, and I'm still playing catch up from the 2 weeks of the little sleep. So off to bed I go. You have a good night, Andrew.
Night, Andrew. Oh my God. Oh. Cat fur.
And Jody says he's going to have a short highlight video up soon. He's still setting up.
Oh my God. Okay, give me a few minutes, please.
Don says, did you happen to see Norm's camera rig? I never saw Norm at all.
So, I saw Norm once.
Yeah, I never even saw him. He used to be in the one silver ship that had the mirror underneath. Oh, yeah, the cargo ship. That was a cool ship.
Yeah, it was.
I pointed that out to Jordan because it had all these little greeblies on it that were like coming out of the hull, and behind them, inside the hull, there was interiors. It was cool.
I saw Norm interviewing Andrew.
I heard.
That's in Andrew's video.
All right. What's that?
Oh, nice. Howard showed Jody the NCC kit from Helios.
Oh, nice.
Yours is the 1 meter one in length, Howard, or did you get the 6 feet? I think you got the 460 or whatever it was, didn't you? For size.
Yeah.
I saw your short little video you put up there in Discord.
Thank you.
And if you guys want, I do have on my channel, I do have my unboxing of the 350. Yeah, 460 looks like a decent size.
It's a lot of little screws.
1 meter in length.
Screws. All right. I got one more stage in me tonight. So.
And Howard, when I was talking to them about my damaged saucer top, they had mentioned that the middle framework should be in maybe about 2 weeks.
Okay. So I got one more stage in me. We'll go on here in a few minutes. And we're going to do a wheel.
That's
Get
real
some hot
good.
water.
Yep, exactly. Let me grab some hot water real fast.
Thanks, Donnie. You saw my videos. It looks awesome. Can't wait till you guys start that build. Yeah, I mean, just looking at it, I wanted to just start it right away, and I was like, oh, this thing's so amazing. Especially when you look at like the plastic kit and you're like the level of detail on that, and then you see the level of detail on this. Never mind the size. It's incredible. Jody says, do you think Norm would care that if that was in my video for like 2 seconds? I don't think so. I mean, it was a public space.
No, not at all.
So
He won't care.
All right.
If you were filming him in his, bathroom, yes.
in which case, the footage you'd have should be him going, what are you doing in my bathroom? Get the hell out of here.
Right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a wheel built. Shouldn't be too bad, actually. So first thing first, I'm going to go ahead and get this sitting in the warm water.
You know, I had a song in my head the other day. You know the song Son of a Preacher Man?
Oh, yeah.
But I was singing Son of a Pizza Man.
Huh.
And thinking of you the entire time.
I'm just going to do this one stage real quick and I'll be done.
And Jody says, yeah, it was awesome to see that Helios Excelsior. Imagine that as a refit. Now, you want it like a refit like you did, or are you thinking refit as in like what the Enterprise B was? Did Kat just hack up a cat furball?
No, she's getting Soji fur and putting it all over me. It is.
I remember that Howard's like, did Jordan heat up the water hot enough this time, or just get it tepid?
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I'm more ready this time, is what I'm telling myself.
And Dawn is saying the cat is playful tonight. And that's cat with a K.
All right, let's see. Butter.
Oh, Alec is here. Hello, Alec.
Hey, Alec. Got a screw ready. No. No.
Well, can I do it?
Nope. Hold on. I'm going to go heat up some water. Don't think that water was hot enough.
Got to be real hot.
Yep.
KITT has some. That is some hard ass rubber.
Howard's, I knew it.
Oh man.
Yep, he went tepid. You gotta watch out for that.
Jesus. I just got to get this wheel together. It'll take me just a minute or two.
Wow, Alec got a 1-day jury. That's nice.
Nice. God, that never happens.
No. Mine was a DUI case, and it was 3 days.
Oof.
And he was guilty. He did have one of those lawyers that pulled up like every defense in the book, like the stars and. Trying to claim the phlebotomist was terrible and all sorts of stuff. It was interesting. We didn't buy it. We did have one guy in our jury, though, that was trouble because he goes, I feel all people are guilty. Or not guilty. He's like,
Not guilty? Oh,
yeah, he's like, everybody's not guilty. Laws are crap. I'm like, oh, wonderful. We got him with it. Do you want to go home at some point? He caved.
Oh, Donnie's going off to bed. You have a good night, Donnie.
He's digitally fixing. He's fixing remotely. Good night, Donnie.
Night, Donnie. All right. That water's steaming.
Like a Cleveland steamer.
Oh.
Ooh. Hot Carl.
Hot Carl. Oh. Okay. So I'll just let that sit for a minute or so.
Didn't
Sure.
you also have a heat gun? Wouldn't that work or no?
It's very inconsistent.
Okay.
If you get it too hot, it'll melt the rubber. And we'll do that.
Okay. Conversion. I will do the hubcap conversion in the next episode. Next time we do the stream, because I'll be doing the next wheel. We'll do all of those at once.
Is that where they're magnetized on?
Yep. Oh God, that's disgusting. Oh, that's horrifying. Oh my God. Oh fuck. Just showing me zit popping videos.
Oh, gross.
Oh yeah.
And Jordan's over there, man. Yum.
No. I am certainly not.
Yum yum. Get some.
Let's see. Everybody says gun. Alex says is a felon possessing a firearm. Happens all the time.
Well, it's usually a pretty open and shut kind of case. Did he have a firearm? Yep. All right then.
He was stopped at a red light and did everything correctly when the legal owner is asked if he had a weapon, so fortunately made it easy to find. All the arguments defense has the fact the gun was badly rusted and dangerous to clear, that the range it fired is fine while having a cycling mission. The police, yeah. I don't want to get into that too far on YouTube there, but
yeah.
Yeah, I know for us, we would have to at that point, then we would send the firearm off to be tested at a lab to make sure it does fire, so it does meet the definition of a firearm, that sort of thing.
All right.
Well,
Once you
looks
get
like it was
that,
hot enough that time.
yep. Once you get the rubber nice and supple,
Ooh.
you get in there just fine. All soft, like, you know.
Oh yeah. Keep talking. I'm almost done.
It's real soft. It you know, likes to feel good.
Oh, you give it the feels
The look, the touch, the feel.
of cotton.
That's right. The fabric of our lives.
Paid for by all of your cotton farmers.
All right.
Oh, has anybody here seen the movie Sinners?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, awesome movie. Probably movie of the year. Really good. Michael B. Jordan. And Michael B. Jordan. He plays twins. But he does it really well. Like, we could tell there's different personalities between them. Takes place in the, I think, 1930s, 1937 maybe.
Oh, cool.
So down in the South, you're talking about cotton there, and yeah, a lot of the people, the black people down there were picking cotton for money and stuff like that. So, but it's got kind of a supernatural kind of twist in it, so makes it really good.
All right.
And filmed in the actual film too.
That says, remember someone who put their tires in a microwave. Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Oh God. All right, dropping that in. That in.
Alex says if he's changing his subject, how's the repair on the razor press coming?
I'll be. It'll take me about an hour to get it fixed.
Yeah.
So episode will be out next week. It's not too bad.
Don says at least there was no karaoke at Wonderfest. There probably was. You went down to the bar late at night. Not on purpose, but yeah. Not the basketball player, the actor, Jody. And Kenneth Toy says, am I the only one who's disappointed they did not give this kit the WS6 rear brake discs? I know you don't see them, but man, it still bothers me.
Yeah.
You know what? I just had a traumatic event for you saying WS6. Because I used to have to order those cars when I worked at Showcase Pontiac. And I had to order the WS6, model. That was an option code. You ordered the Firebirds and Trans Ams. They came in with those big bulbous hoods. It was good times. That's just to me.
There it is.
I'm not sure if it's the car smell or her. Oh.
All right. We'll go ahead and show the side view over here. Kind of.
It's a trike.
It's a trike. It's on 3 wheels. Need to tighten this down a little bit more. So I'll go ahead and do that with it sitting flat.
It'll never be fully flat.
Really?
They're going to wobble.
Like Weebles?
Yep, they're going to wobble.
Okay. That's fine.
It's a static.
But it is sitting on 3 wheels. It's sitting in its own way. And this thing is this is kind of the first time that I've seen the full size of this thing, kind of like in the length perspective. And it's kind of wild. So, well, that was packs 8 and 9 for KITT. We got 29 through 37. Is that correct? Yeah. 29 through 37. So there it is. Next week, I might come back to doing this because I really am enjoying building this again. So I could do that, or we could be taking care of the Razor Crest, not the small one, but the Lego Razor Crest.
Yay!
As I also have the night, Steven. As I also have the Light My Bricks, or the lighting kit for it. So need to get that taken care of as well. And then as soon as Ian ships me the Deep Space Nine, we'll go ahead and get that taken care of as well in a dockyard. So thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Otherwise, for me, tomorrow, the next episode of the Reliant Buddy build is going to be out. And then provided work gets off early enough, I should be on stream tomorrow night. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be releasing my Wonderfest video. And then Sunday, I should have see, good night. There you go. Right. Then on Sunday, I should have the next episode of the. I'm gonna be trying to release a few episodes as I got some things sitting in queue. But if I do everything right, I should have the next episode of the Reliant and trying to catch up with Ken with where we're at as well. So that's what I'm gonna be. That's where I'm gonna be for everything. Otherwise, that's what I got for you guys tonight. Howard, thank you for the super chat and the sticker. Thank you so much. The support of this channel is just immense, and I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. For all you guys that are watching in chat, really appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason why I do this, and I'm super excited to get back to building this and getting back to streaming after the kind of the week off for Wonderfest. So for Todd and Ken and Ian, who stopped by to produce, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate you. And otherwise, I know that there was a million things you all could have done tonight, and instead you spent 2 hours with me watching me build a part work. And I think that's pretty damn cool. You guys have any questions or comments, tips, tricks, please leave them down below. Like to support the channel, please like and subscribe. And my friends, until we see each other again, I hope you all have a wonderful day in this beautiful world where we happen to be. And just remember that 3 men can make a difference. Good night, everybody.
I can't help myself. Wave again, quick.